break is over. Quarter 3 is completed. But the nest keeps coming. Welcome back. I'm Helena Herrera. Next on the nest, we get an update from ROTC on their competition, grub at Rutford's restaurant, and learn about the first production in the new theater. But first, as we enter the final quarter of the school year, Hoover teachers reflect on being back to school post-quarantine.
Hey Hoover Cardinals, I'm here on campus today, ready to interview some teachers on how their first semester with a full class went. How was your first semester back with a full class?
Well, it was kind of weird at first to have so many kids in a really small space, back to 36. But it was also really great to see the students live and in person. I really miss them.
Well, I was excited. Students need to be in here. I was excited. The interaction, it's one of the joys of teaching is the interaction with the students. Doing it by Zoom was not pleasant, so I'm glad we're back, and I've really enjoyed it.
It was awesome. I was super, super excited to have a full classroom again. I was excited to do the learning again. I feel like online it was really hard sometimes to communicate, especially project-oriented stuff. So getting to be back in the classroom, having students working with each other again, it was so much fun coming back and having a full classroom.
It was awesome. I really missed having, everyone back and being able to engage in regular classes. And so I was just super jazzed to, have everyone in the space together and be able to do the activities that we usually do in my class. So it's great to kind of get back to, what life was like prior to the pandemic.
Was there something you could have done better?
Yeah, I think we all are in a space of learning right now, and we're all just trying to, get back to the norms and things that we left behind a couple of years ago. And so I think it's, we're all trying to grow back to kind of be the best possible students and teachers that we can possibly be.
Being a little bit more aware of their mental health. There's been a lot more anxiety of students, checking in with them a little bit more and seeing how they're doing and trying to reach out, because I think for all of us it's been really hard to come back.
Moving more away from any kind of traditional direct instruction. You have to do that sometimes a little bit, but it was a lot more project-based last semester.
Is there a notable difference in the behavior of students pre/post-COVID?
Honestly, students are students, and there's always difficulties.
Yes. So I teach freshmen, and they haven't been in school in 2 years. And so they still kind of seem like they have the mentality of a 7th grader. They're a bit more immature and a little bit more kind of chaotic. They kind of forgot how to be in school, but it's gotten better. It has been a challenge this year. This has been one of my toughest years teaching.
I think the biggest change in behavior was 2 big things. One was there was a lot more reluctance for students to ask for help from the teacher. And then there was also a lot more reluctance for students to talk to each other and step outside their comfort zone and work with one another again.
What are some hopes you have for the next school year?
Everything getting back to normal, students getting back to leading their lives. I think it's been terrible. The shutdowns, the masking, all these things that have been shown after 2 years of data don't really do any good.
I hope that we'll be out of this pandemic. I hope that things will be more normal. I hope that students feel more comfortable and maybe are better at kind of that back in-person social interaction.
My hopes are just that things continue to return to normal and that students get to have the full high school experience that they're all looking forward to.
I hope for us to improve our attendance for sure, and on top of that, just be better, right? And just keep on striving towards greatness and excellence, and that's what we do here at Hoover.
It is important to treat our teachers with the humanity and respect that they deserve as people who guide us students through our lives. With the stress of the pandemic and gas prices, kindness is more crucial than ever. Go thank your favorite teacher for their hard work today.
As our world continues to evolve, more and more parts of life require robots to complete tasks. Hoover students, a part of the robotics team, competed in the largest local robotic competition to show off the skills needed to work in the fast-growing industry.
Beep bop, beep bop. Just kidding. Are you interested in robotics though? We have just the club for you. Come join me to Mr. Wessels' room in 158 to learn more about engineering and programming.
I started the Robotics Club my very first year teaching almost 9 years ago. During those first years, though, we focused mostly on Bot Ball, which is a much smaller robot competition.
I joined the Robotics Club because I like the building aspect of the robot, and I also want to try coding next year for a Robotics Club too.
It's really cool, kind of getting to see or take an idea and then be able to make it something, like tangible.
We have two coders, the vice president and the president, that code the robot. I built the robot. I just drill stuff and help out with whatever that they need help with. Yeah.
Robotics Club is more than just a club. It allows you to build friendships and create fun high school memories. Let's go!
The Robotics Club is just starting in this brand new competition called First Robotics League. This is our first year that we've done it here, and we just finished the competition this last weekend.
Something definitely new to all of us, but it was so much fun. We all learned so much.
As a first team, a first year rookie team, we came in there and were completely overwhelmed. These other teams have been doing this for 10, 15, some of them 20 years, and to see the kind of things that those teams have been able to put together was actually really inspiring to see like what could be for our club in the future.
Did this convince you to check the club out? Don't be shy. Stop by Mr. Westwood's room this Wednesday at 4 p.m. See you there.
Another competition is heating up. Currently in second place, Hoover ROTC teams are gunning for first place and the Stillwell Trophy.
Saturday, April 9th, JROTC has their ADT, UDT, and squad and platoon competition at James Madison High School, where all 13 schools from the brigade showed up to compete. All teams were able to show their creativity within the routines that they had been practicing on for months now. Our principal, Mr. Babineau, Ms. Morgan, and Ms. Millen, as well as parents, also came to support our Hoover's JROTC teams. On May 21st, placements for the Stillwell Trophy are announced at the annual Pass and Review. Our JROTC battalion is proud of how much effort the cadets have put into their teams and into their routines. Let's hope we get that Stillwell Trophy, Cardinals.
I feel really confident because we have been practicing for months, and there are some new people that practice for weeks and they have amazing memories, so I'm really happy and I'm confident, and we're doing this for other past commanders as well.
First of all, I'm really nervous because it's my first time competing, obviously, but I'm more excited because we have practiced a lot and we're prepared and we're excited.
Just nervous overall, but I think that whenever we get out there and start getting into it, the nerves will go away, and if anything, I hope that our performance this year will be first place.
I feel like it definitely is different from color guard events because there's much more people. With color guard, you're in a line together, like you're actually touching each other, so you don't feel as alone. But with squad and platoon, it's kind of like you kind of feel like you're alone because there's so much space between each other. But overall, there's a lot more people, so it's not as nerve-wracking.
I'm actually very proud of our routine. It's really nice. I really like it. It's simple, yet to the normal eye, to the judge, it's going to look complicated, right?
I'm very excited because the cadets have been practicing since January for this competition. I think they're ready, so I'm really excited about today.
They executed very well. I watched the other teams and I am very proud of how they executed. Even though there were a little bit of mistakes, we put a lot of time and dedication into it, and it couldn't have gone better.
Our students today, it's the epitome of Cardinal pride. This is what it's all about, to see all the other schools here and then to see our crew, our Cardinals. It brings me so much joy, and I'm so proud of them. They did amazing. We're going for that trophy too. Let's go. HOO-RYDE.
JROTC ADT celebrates.
Welcome to Cardinal Spotlight. Today we will be featuring two students, Aileen Garcia and Evelyn Navarrete, both juniors in the Health Academy at Hoover High School. First, we'll be visiting their AP Language and Composition 4th period classroom.
How do you feel about having two students in your classroom who help their community, one by helping the immediate City Heights community and the other by attempting to give her peers a voice by running for a student school board position?
Good morning. It is both a privilege and an honor to work with students that have a vision that is bigger than themselves.
I began to realize all the disparities in my community, and it just made me want to do something about it. And then ever since there, I think I've been able to build a network here at Hoover, since Hoover has so many resources, and it allows a student to really expand their career and interests.
As Hoover students, I believe that we should keep going through life and through every day with some kind of coordination, you know?
Watching Eileen and Evelyn as they balance their diverse responsibilities is awe-inspiring because they have a lot on their plate.
And in the future, I would like to, serve my community, serve a medically underserved area here in San Diego by advocating for health policies that help address health disparities.
But they both have such passion about what they're doing that it makes a huge difference to our community.
But I feel like it's really going to help Hoover have a voice in the actual Board of Education. And I also feel like it gives some kind of resource or change in having student voices actually making a change.
I would strongly encourage the student body to reach out to Eileen or Evelyn when they have concerns that need to be addressed at a higher level, because both of these outstanding students would definitely step up and be able to help.
Keep doing good, Cardinals, and maybe next time you'll be featured in Cardinal Spotlight. See you next time.
So Talent Search is a federally funded college access program. So we prepare and guide students through the steps to get to college. And our Talent Search program is affiliated with SDSU Pre-College Institute. So that's the name of the organization that runs Talent Search. So there's very few requirements. There's no GPA restrictions, so you don't have to be a perfect 4.0 student. If you are, that's great. And even if you're not, that's great too. So really all that we require is that students have the desire and motivation to go to college. But honestly, even if they're kind of on the fence about it, this would still be a good program because it will help them to gain knowledge about college so they can make a good decision for themselves. So we help with college applications, financial aid applications, as I mentioned before, career exploration, college options. So those are a couple of things that we do.
Talent Search also provides virtual graduates, specific monthly groups meetings, college camp visits, and educational field trips. You can find Ms. Rojas every Tuesday inside the library or talk to your counselor about Talent Search.
Today, we visited the AOIT club meeting in room 1054. They meet every Tuesday during lunch and discuss plans for the academy.
So we really have a very open process in AOIT. So if you come to our meetings, we have open discussions about how we want to raise money, what events we want to do. Just love my AOIT and like supporting them in any way.
This has impacted my leadership skills by allowing me to plan more like large-scale events with groups of people and allow me to speak in front of like large audiences.
There's actually a fundraiser that we're going to be starting when we get back from spring break. So come in, check it out.
What do you enjoy the most about this club?
The thing I enjoy the most is being able to plan events for the whole academy.
I am the president of the AOIT advisory board. So our goal is to fundraise for future events that we will host.
If you have suggestions or want to be involved within your academy, make sure to come to a meeting during Tuesday lunch in room 1054. Can't wait to see you there, Cardinals.
Saturday, March 19th at the Hoover Stadium, the Social Justice Academy organized their yearly Walkathon, which was available to the City Heights community to help raise scholarship funds for the seniors of SJA. Students from all around Hoover, as well as Hoover staff and members of our community, helped raise money per each lap they completed throughout the duration of the Walkathon.
The Walkathon was a combination of the Urban Youth University and Mr. Jeremy Robinson connecting with our former director of the Social Justice Academy, Ms. Gooch. And so they got together and decided to, as a way to raise money for seniors through scholarships, they got together and formulated this plan for the Walkathon.
I wanted us to be able to have pride in doing for ourselves, like people in our community, businesses in our community, just getting behind our students, rallying behind them, and for our seniors to know that the community cares and the former generation cares and really want the best for them, and so that they'll put in some sweat equity because they love them so much.
students looked for sponsors to raise scholarship money during the Hoover High Walkathon. This money is important to go to college because many students in our community need financial support to afford the high amount of money that many universities and colleges ask for. Many students and staff joined in on the event to help support our Hoover SJA students. At the event, there were waters, Gatorades, and muffins available to all participating.
I felt like just coming out and supporting my senior class is just the way to go, given that it's the future and college expenses are, I guess, tough, and we gotta make it through as a whole, as a class.
I think my favorite part about the walkathon was setting it up because I could see what it was like before people actually came and what it got to be after.
By the end of the walkathon, the Social Justice Academy was able to raise over $40,000 in scholarship funds. We hope SJA continues to help their upcoming seniors in the future. If they continue to host this event, maybe you should take part in it to help your fellow classmates.
CLNS News Entertainment Student Television.
On this week's Nest, we go and check up on the baseball varsity team. So far, the baseball varsity team is currently 4-12. The team is currently on a 3-game winning streak. Hopefully, they can continue with that fire in their upcoming games. Players that stand out are Matthew Haston and Marco Lopez as of this point in the season.
We're working really hard to improve game by game. Our players are putting in the work, and we're looking forward to a very strong conference.
How will this game's performance help you in your next games?
Tremendously. We're starting to swing the bats a little bit more, and we're ready to get after Kearney, get after our conference, and put a ring on.
What do you think the players can improve upon?
Just staying positive and going through the process, trust the process, and keep working at it. Just doing what they can do, and uniting as a team. We'll power through.
Enrique Castillo, catcher for the varsity baseball team.
How do you think Hoover performed this game?
This game, I think we did a lot better than some of our previous games, but there's still some stuff we got to clean up and to get ready for league.
What's the best thing about being in baseball?
The best thing is definitely the players, the team we have. We all get along pretty well, and it's just everyone's friends on the team. You know, it's great.
My name is Jimmy Roman. I'm a senior here at the Hoover baseball team.
How do you think Hoover's team performed this game?
Honestly, we didn't do too good, but it wasn't as bad as the other games.
What's the best thing about being in baseball?
Best thing is just life lessons, just not giving up and staying determined.
Make sure to come and show support to the team today after school here at Hoover High School at 4 p.m. against the Toledo High School. And support our girls varsity lacrosse team here at Hoover as well at 4 p.m. They will be facing Lincoln High School.
If you're trying to get into anime, this is a great start to begin with. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is a prequel to the sequel Jujutsu Kaisen. It gives us the story of a young man named Yuta Okotu, following him as he gained a curse from a girl he was supposed to marry, but he used that curse to save people instead, and along the path to get uncursed.
What's happening?
Okay, quick version.
Sonic is ready for more freedom. Tom and Maddie agree to leave him home while they go on vacation, but no sooner are they gone when Dr. Robotnik, aka Jim Carrey, comes back, this time with a new partner, Knuckles. In search of an emerald that has the power to both build and destroy civilizations, Sonic teams up with his own sidekick Tails, and together they embark a journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands.
Oh great, the Winter Soldier.
Cardinals, looking for something to do Friday or Saturday night? Right here at Hoover, the drama department production Don't Tell Me I Can't Fly premieres this weekend. Directed by Mr. Hugh, Don't Tell Me I Can't Fly is a play which explores a black family living in the 1960s and a young girl, an artist, trying to find her place in the world. Don't miss the first feature production in the new theater. The show starts at 6 p.m. and tickets are available at the box office for $7. As the assistant director of the show, I cannot recommend it enough. The cast is phenomenal. It's great for all ages, and I guarantee you will leave the play with newfound inspiration. That is it for The Nest. Remember, Wednesdays are awesome. Go see the play.